Sport and hockey fans, welcome to Canada versus Slovakia here in the U18 division of the World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. Canada's goal scored by Blake Goretzky. So we'll pick up the action now as Canada dumps in the ball deep. Intercepted by Slovakia. Loud crowd here this morning, a lot of supporters from both Canada and Slovakia, and we have a quick offsides. My name's Chris Pekanowitz. I'll be doing the play-by-play for you throughout the remainder of this game. 8:58 has elapsed here in the first period. Again, Canada up 1-0 on a goal just scored by number 18, Blake Goretzky. So it looks like the referees are ready for the face-off. Ball's dropped. No call there. Guess the referee thought the player's feet got tripped up. I personally didn't see a trip there. It happened right in front of me. So good non-call by the refs as there's a battle along the boards. Canada gains possession. Shot goes well wide over the net, around the boards. And fired out down deep by Slovakia. Ref does not have his hand up. There's not going to be any flooring. Looked like Slovakia gained control to the point. Quick shot all over the net. Slovakia buries the rebound. And they get the equalizer less than a minute after Canada took the lead. So 1-1 here. 9:32 gone in the first period. Great low hard shot from the point there by the Slovakian defenseman. From my vantage point, it looked like the shot made it clean on net, and unfortunate that the rebound for Canada went directly to a Slovakian player's stick, but fortunate for them as they tie it up 1-1. Battle down low. Slovaks working along the boards. Still a battle along the boards. We'll get you that goal scorer here in just a minute. Waiting to hear it over the PA announcer. Slovakia is still battling with Canada along the boards. Trickles out in front to the point. Low wrist shot blocked by the Canadian forward. Good block there by number 91, Nicholas Crosby. Slovakia with the ball along the boards. That's number 14, William Scott, who was doing battle with the Slovakian player. We're going to get a call here of tripping. As the referee heads over to the scorer's table and makes the call. And it looks like that penalty is on William Scott. Got confirmation on that Slovak goal. It was scored by number 19, Samuel Sizik. So Sizik with the equalizer as Slovakia goes on the man advantage here with 10:45 gone in the first period of this key U18 junior division matchup between two heavyweights, the Slovaks and the Canadians. Slovakia being patient here on the power play. Semanchik with it down low, shot, oh great save there as the Slovakian player had a great look at the net. That was Durlich with a good look at the net. And it looks like for Canada, Nicholas Much is in net. So good stop there by Much, keeping it even at 1-1. Slovakia gains possession off the draw. Looks like they're going to get set back up here in this umbrella. Probably try to get the one-timer going or maybe work it back down low. Quarterback in the power play is Faranik. Oh, what another great stop there on the rebound by Much as number 10, Zajac had a very good opportunity there to bury a rebound on a nice low hard shot from the point, but credit to Much, he slid over, closed the door, keeping it at 1-1. Half the penalty has expired here as the referee gets set to drop the ball. Slovakia wins it. Back again to number 77, Faranek. Faranek fires from the point, well wide. Picked up by Matusinski. Faranek again with a one-timer shot. That one went well wide. Slovakia regains it. Back to Faranek. Tries to get it into the middle. Backhander stifled by the Canadian defense. Loose ball in front. I believe Much had to make a pad save there. I don't believe the Canadian defender got his stick on it. Across the slot. Slovakia looking for a setup one-timer, but player fans on it. Bit of a scramble here along the boards. Canada with it. And the ball went up into the Canadian bench. 16 seconds left on the man advantage for Slovakia. They certainly had some great looks at the net on this power play thus far. The number 35, Nicholas Much. A couple of big stops here on this Slovakian power play. 1-1. Slovakia and Canada tied here in the U18 juniors. That's Semanchek there now, quarterback in the power play. He gets it down low. Down into the office. Looks like they were trying for a give and go there, but well led by the Canadian defenseman. Back to the quarterback. It's all even now. Shot. Oh, another good stop there by Much. He was able to get his stick on that and let the ball ride up over behind into the glass. So Canada does manage to get the kill there, and we're all back even at 5 apiece. Slovakia had numbers for a second as they almost caught Canada on a change, but good Canadian hustle there. Got them back into position as they gain the blue line now with Canada on the attack in the Slovakian zone. Slovakia getting a line change as Canada gets a really good look at the net there. That was a quick wrist shot by Brandon Osborne that was handled by the Slovakian netminder. We're getting another call here for holding. Let's see who this is against. It's going to be against Slovakia for holding. That's on Adrian Matusinski. So Slovakia now going to go shorthanded as the Canadians send out their power play unit. 2 minutes remaining in the first period of this junior U18 division matchup. All square at 1 apiece. Referee set to drop the ball. He does. Slovakia wins it back. They go for a clear. And they're able to get it out of the zone. So the goal scorer, Goretzky, is on defense for Canada with the ball. Canada getting set up, trying to gain the line. Goretzky goes for the dump in. Canada hustling to it down low. Battle along the boards. There's Lucas Hansen for Canada speeding to it. Hansen picks it up. Works it around the boards. They go back to the quarterback, Gretzky. He's got his partner, Rotondi. Those two played very well in Canada's win against the American team yesterday in a comeback. Here's Rotondi with a shot from the point. Seen the entire way there by the Slovakian netminder. And looks like number 39, Sebastian, is in net for Slovakia. Apologies for any Slovaks if I mispronounce names. František Sebastian in net for Slovakia. Canada on the power play. 1 minute and 18 remaining in their man advantage. Slovakia wins the draw, gets the clear. Much is going to play it up to Goretzky. And Canada getting set up here to gain the line. Let's see if he goes for the dump it again. Nope, mishandled it there. Ball rolled off of his stick. They do not have the line yet. Goretzky now gains the line. He calls for it back. So Goretzky faking the shot over to his partner Rotondi. Canada looking for a one-timer here. That shot was deflected by the Slovakian defenseman. Over to Rotondi. He's got Goretzky there, calling for the ball. Rotondi not giving it to him. Good poke check there by Vavrchuk for Slovakia. There's a shot. Oh, whoa! What an opportunity for Canada there. That was number 28, Lucas Hansen, who had almost an open net as the ball trickled to his stick, but he shot it wide. That's him with the ball now. 15 seconds left in the man advantage. Rotondi with a shot deflected wide over the back of the net. They're going to get the clear, and that should do it, the man advantage, as there's 7 seconds left. So Slovakia, a little bit lucky there, as Lucas Hansen had basically half the net to himself, but shot it wide over the crossbar to the right of the Slovakian netminder, Sebastian. We have a stoppage of play here, and I'm not sure what the issue is. Oh, my apologies, folks. That was the end of the period. All right, so that's the end of one. We are all square, one apiece. Slovakia and Canada. Canada took the lead, but less than a minute later, Slovakia capitalized on a man advantage. So there's a 5-minute intermission between periods. We'll be back at the start of the second to bring you the rest of the action between Slovakia and Canada. Welcome back to the Slovakia versus Canada U18 matchup here in the round robin division. Almost ready for the drop of the ball here at the start of the second period. It is tied, one apiece. Canada took the early lead on a goal by defenseman number 18, Blake Goretzky. And then less than a minute later, Slovakia capitalized with a goal by one of their forwards, Samuel Sisek. So all even now at 5 apiece. Slovakia had started the period shorthanded, but only for 3 seconds. So Canada with the ball, gaining possession. Going to look to gain the line here. Cross-floor pass, they do gain the line. Ball goes off a Slovakian player's foot into the corner. Canada gets an easy wrist shot on net, handled by the Slovakian netminder. High out, handled by the Canadian defenseman over to his partner. And we're going to get an offsides there. That was number 16 for Canada, Corson McGuire, who looked like he was a little overzealous there after he took the feed from number 10, his defenseman, Brandon Osborne. So here in Europe, they do run the clock opposite to how the North Americans do. So you'll see the clock says 36 seconds. That means 36 seconds has elapsed. These are 15-minute periods. So I will keep you posted of the time to help avoid confusion for the Canadian fans watching at home. Again, my name's Chris Plakanowicz. Happy to do play-by-play for you here in the amazing city of Liberec, Czech Republic. They have been tremendous hosting this ISBHF Juniors World Championship. A lot of great fans in attendance here this morning for both sides, on the Slovaks and the Canadians. As Canada dumps it deep, and we're going to get a call there. That seemed like a pretty flagrant hit from behind. Yep, we're going to get a hit from behind here. Slovak player doesn't like the call, but I'll be honest, folks, as a neutral observer, that was a clear penalty. And oftentimes in these championships, especially with some of these younger players, people do tend to let their emotions get the best of them, and nobody likes taking a penalty. So understandable for the Slovakian player to not be happy about that, but good call by the referee. Let's see what Canada does on this power play. 1 minute and 4 has elapsed. So 13:56 left in the period. They've got Goretzky and Rotondi back on their power play unit. Goretzky and Rotondi seem to be trading places as who's doing the quarterbacking right now. So for this shift, it's Rotondi. Shot goes well wide, poked back behind the net by the goalie, and we're going to get a penalty here, I believe. I see the Slovaks cheering. It happened away from the play. Oh, we're going to get a hook. I'll get the player's name there. It looks like number 44 for Canada, so that's Reeve Sukat with the call. 2 minutes for hooking. I did not see that happen. I was following the ball, but as I was saying in a couple of the games that I called yesterday, these referees are absolutely world-class level officials, and they are doing their complete best to maintain control here in these games of the round robin, especially between heated rivals like Slovakia and Canada. Very difficult to officiate at this level, so hats off to these refs. So 4-on-4 for now. There's 1 minute and 43 seconds left on the original call, and now there's, trying to do the math here, there's approximately 17 seconds difference between the penalties. So Slovaks will end up with a man advantage for 17 seconds. Right now it's 4-on-4. The Slovakian player loses his footing, and the Canadians might have numbers if they can get to the ball, but looks like the Slovaks are able to beat them to the ball. So centered across the rink, over to number 15, that's Polak for Slovakia. He gets intercepted. Canada now with a potential 3-on-2. Ball goes over the Canadian's player head. He's going to have to hustle to get back. Slovakia almost had numbers there. Long wrist shot, easily handled by the Canadian netminder, Nicholas Much. So 30 seconds left on the original call, at which point Slovakia will go on the power play again for approximately 17 seconds. So Canada right now 4-on-4. Canadian player tried to wheel and deal between the defense, but ultimately the ball rolled off of his foot, and we're going to get a stoppage here as Much freezes play. 17 seconds left on the original call until Slovakia goes on the man advantage. It's been 4-on-4 here for the better part of a minute. The referee waiting for the line changes to be complete, puts his hand up and signals we'll be ready for the ball drop here in a moment. So Slovakia has Faranek on defense along with Samanchik. Long wrist shot from the point. Looks like it went off of a foot and went wide. Back behind the net. 5 seconds left in the call, and then Slovakia is going to be on the man advantage. So Canada is going to do their best here to try and just eat this along the boards and prevent Slovakia from getting set up as the ball trickles into the netting where we get a stoppage of play. So face-off will be deep in the Slovak zone. They are going to be on the power play here. There's 14 seconds left in the penalty. And let's see what Canada does. So we have Goretzky and Rotondi coming out on defense. And I see Nicholas Crosby there getting ready to take the draw. He's got his partner Zachary Lovett for Slovakia. I see Demchak out there. Taking the draw will be number 66, Napic. Won by Napic. Back behind the board. Slovakia going to try and get something going here while they have the man advantage. But great poke check there by Goretzky. Little footwork there by the Canadians and the Slovaks to try and kick the ball into each other's zone, but unable to. And the ball is going to end up out of play, as we had a good chop there by Rotondi, preventing an opportunity for a shot on net from Canada. So the face-off will be deep to the left of the Canadian netminder, Nicholas Much. In goal for Slovakia is František Sebastian. 1-1, 3:33 has elapsed. We're in the second period here in Liberec, Czech Republic. Slovakia versus Canada, key matchup here in the junior U18 division. Face-off won back by Slovakia, but Canada beat them to the ball, forcing Sebastian to play it into the corner. So Canada gains possession. Gonna try and walk it in. Nope. Changes his mind there. Fires it back down low. Looks like Canada might try to get a cycle going here. They're hemmed in along the boards. I think somebody lost their stick. And we have a whistle now. And we're going to get another penalty for holding this time. Penalty against Slovakia for holding. So Team Canada is going to go on the power play again. 4 minutes has gone by here in the second period, so 11 minutes remaining. It's 1-1, Slovakia and Canada. Canada on the man advantage as we get set for the drop. Hudson Smith out there to take the draw. Slovakia wins it back behind the boards. Canada's got 2 on the ball. They win it. Battle along the boards. Still digging. Still trying to dig it out. Smith gains control. Fires it backhander up to Campbell. Campbell has it now. And he gets it over to the defense. Back to Campbell. Gonna get a one-timer there from the point. You saw that all the way, so the goaltenders at this level, gonna be tough to get shots by them from that point unless you have traffic in front. So maybe not the best option there for Canada to throw that on net, as Brandon Osborne did not have any traffic in front and didn't have anybody to the shooting side of the Slovakian netminder, Sebastian. But hey, it's never a bad option sometimes to just get balls on net. You never know where the ball's going to bounce. And one thing that's true in any World Championship, you certainly have to have bounces go your way from time to time. So Slovakia wins that draw, does get the clear, handled by Much. He'll kick it back up to his defenseman. So Campbell with it, Slovakia stacking the line, but Canada able to gain the line. That was Sakut who gained the line. Canada getting set back up. Shot, one-timer goes wide. Canada regains possession. Long wrist shot there. Oh, bad rebound, give it up. Oh, shot goes over the net. Oh my goodness, Reeve Sakut had an empty net on the backhander and lifted it wide. Bit of a misplay there by Stein, giving up a rebound directly in front, and now we have another penalty coming up as the referee has his hands up. So the Canadian netminder comes out. Slovakia is going to have 6 on 4. They do. Let's see what they do with that one-timer from the point. A good save there by Stein. And Slovakia manages to touch the ball. We get a stoppage, and it looks like, I believe, interference. Yes. All right, so Much heads back into the net, so Canada is going to have a 5-on-3 for 34 seconds. 5 minutes and 26 seconds have elapsed here in the second period in a 1-1 game. Canada about to go on the 2-man advantage for 34 seconds, and we have a timeout being called by the Canadian team. So the coach is going to rally his players here. He's being handed his clipboard, and it looks like they're going to discuss some tactics as the Slovakian coach does the same with his squad. 30-second timeouts are allowed here in ISBHF World Junior Championships. I want to thank all the fine viewers at home who've tuned in. I know it's early over in North America, so if you woke up to support your Canadian squad, my hat's off to you. Always good to see fans supporting these young kids in their pursuit for gold. My name's Chris Bakanowitz. I'm your ISBHF play-by-play announcer. Happy to have everybody here watching. Very tense affair. You can certainly feel the energy in the building as both Canada and Slovakia have many fans in attendance. It's very loud in this arena. And Canada about to go on a 2-man advantage here for 34 seconds. So let's see if they can make something happen. The ball is dropped, one back by Canada. They gain possession, so they've got Rotondi and Goretzky back out. Good stick work there by the Slovakian player. Is he going to be able to get it cleared? No, he's not. So Rotondi picks it up. He's got his partner Goretzky immediately to his right, faking the shot. Down low, going to try and get set up for a one-timer. He does. Good save there by Stein as the ball goes into the top of his net, where Stein turns around and puts a glove on it to get the whistle. So 11 seconds remaining in the 2-man advantage for Canada, as Slovakia looks to get a fresh set of legs out there. So the referee has his hand up, signals that the line changes are finished, and we'll get ready for the drop here. So Goretzky and Rotondi have been on the power play for Canada. They seem to be the quarterbacks here. I called the U.S.-Canada game yesterday, and they were out for the majority of the Canadian power plays. Good, clean win there by Slovakia. However, the defenseman fired it directly into the rafters, so that's an unfortunate play for them there, as they are going to have the face-off right back down deep in their zone, and it only took 3 seconds off the clock. So 7 seconds remaining in the 2-man advantage. Referee had his hand up, points. We're ready for the drop. Big face-off here. Canada wins it back. Let's see if they can get a one-timer going. As the penalty is about to expire, it's over. So it's 5-on-4 Canada. Good block on the attempted pass there, but a great keeping by Goretzky. Rotondi's got a lot of room to walk it in here, down low. Let's see what Canada does. Shot, score! Canada takes the lead, 2-1. Very smart play there by Rotondi as he faked the shot, walked it in down low, gave it over to number 44, Reeves Sakut. And I'll get you that goal score here in just a minute. I did not catch the number, but the assist on that will be Rotondi and Sakut. So that goal was Lucas Hansen. So Hansen puts Canada up ahead 2-1 on the man advantage. Slovakia now gaining possession. Let's see how they react. They trailed early 1-0, but then came immediately back and tied it up at 1. So they were only trailing for about a minute. But Canada has really controlled the possession and tempo since it's been tied at 1-1. Slovakia had a couple of good looks at the net, but Canada has certainly had more chances here. Long shot from the point, goes wide by about 2 feet. That was Liez with the shot. Throws it in front. Ball bounced up off the Slovaks player's stick, but he corrals it up, walks it back behind the net as Canada gets a couple of fresh legs out with their forwards. Let's see how Slovakia attempts the breakout here. They're going to go for a high dump. That's number 11 screaming down the court, Demchak. He's pinned up along the boards as there's a battle. Slovakia wins it to the point. Dumped back in by the defenseman, Karanik. And we're going to get a penalty here. I see Canada shaking their head, Slovaks cheering, and it looks like we're going to get hooking on Canada. Canadian player acting in disbelief there. Hard to see from my vantage point what happened. And as soon as he turns around, I'll get you the name of the player. 7:35 has elapsed, so that's number 5, Roberto Palermo, taking a 2-minute deuce for hooking, giving Slovakia a chance to get their power play going. So it looks like on defense for Slovakia, they're going to put number 14, Saka, out there with his partner, Feranchek. Centerman will be Zamborski, taking the draw. Canada wins it back. They get a good clear. Oh, looks like the ball was shot up over into the scorekeeper's box. So the faceoff will be back down low. Referee saying it wasn't deflected, it went clean out, so that's why the faceoff's back down low. Slovakia on the man advantage here. Battle along the boards. Ultimately, Canada able to get the ball lifted up out of the zone. Played by Sebastian over to his defenseman. Here's Saka with it, but good read there by the Canadian forward as he intercepted the pass from Saka. That was number 9, Christian Romano, with the intercept. So Romano with some smart hockey there, going to eat up about 20 seconds with Slovakian power play. Slovakia gains the line. Looks like they're going to take their time to get set up. Seven's got room to walk this in here. Forced to the back of the net. Good defensive work there by Charles Olney on Canada's part. Well, mishandled by Canada. They're not able to clear the zone, but that was number 25 for Canada, Ethan Alsop, who was able to correct his mistake there and use his feet to get the ball up out of the zone. So that's dumped in easy on net, and the Canadian netminder is going to get a whistle here. We'll see if Canada gets some fresh legs. It looks like they are going to do that. So I see Liez, Osborne coming out, along with Christian Romano. Referee blows the whistle. There's 57 seconds left in the man advantage for Slovakia. 8:38 has elapsed here in the second period. Canada leading 2-1. Slovakia patient with the ball. Trying to get set up, looking for a cross feed. Oh, shot goes off the side of the net. Great cross-floor feed there. That Slovak player had a really good opportunity there to tie this game, but shot it about 6 inches wide off the side of the net. Centered shot. Oh, what a stop! Oh, Slovakia with an absolute gem of a pass there. But the Canadian netminder, Nicholas Much, very quick across his crease, slid into the butterfly, but now Slovakia gets a good bounce shot along the boards and they finish it! Slovakia ties it up in 2 with 8 seconds left on the man advantage after Much had made an incredible stop. Slovakia with some good patience there, but also credit to their forward for working that forecheck, because after that missed opportunity, it looked like Canada was going to get the clear, but the Slovakian player was able to get a stick on it, preventing Canada from wrapping the ball around the boards, where they would have had an easy clear that more than likely would have killed the remainder of that penalty. So credit to the Slovak player. I'll do my best to get you the name of the Slovakian player that scored. But we are knotted at 2 here. 9:27 elapsed. Second period, Canada and Slovakia, key matchup. The U18 Juniors Division at this ISBHF World Championship. apologies on not knowing who the goal scorer was there, folks. The announcer announced that goal scorer in the local Czech language. So, let's see if I can get a spotter here to try and get to who that goal scorer was. But 2-2, Canada with the ball, down low, and it's covered up by Sebastian. So, a little bit of jostling there. These players sometimes do let their emotions get the best of them. But referees separate them, and the players are going to walk back to their respective benches. Goal scorer there. That's number 92, Pavel Sech, who knotted it up for Slovakia on the man advantage. And we're going to get another penalty here. A trip is being called. Slovakia cheer, and the call is going to go against Canada. So Pavel Sech knotted it up, number 92 for Slovakia on the previous man advantage, as they go right back onto the power play. So I see Canada sending out Alsip, number 25, along with number 11, Charles Olney. Number 14, William Scott's going out there, as is number 91, Nicholas Crosby, to kill it. For Slovakia, I see 13, Zamborski out there, along with number 14, Satka, 77, Faranik. So Satka and Faranik on defense as the ball gets shot up into the scorekeeper's box. Slovakia also has Matushinsky at forward, and Zajac as the other forward. So let's see what Slovakia can do here. 10:55 has elapsed. Slovakia, shot goes wide, over. Oh, Slovakia just missed an open net as the ball took a most fortuitous bounce to them right onto the stick. But that player backhanded it wide. Good break there for the Canadians. Unfortunate for the Slovaks as they continue working their power play shot. Wrist shot scored. Traffic in front. And Slovakia takes the lead on the man advantage. They go up 3-2. That was Zajac with a nice wrist shot from just inside the red circle there, as he had Zamborski providing a good screen on the Canadian netminder, Nicholas Much. So the Canadian bench unhappy, it appears, with the calls against their team, as Slovakia takes the lead 3-2 on a nice wrist shot there by Zajac, screened by Matusinski, as Much did not see that one from just inside the circle to his right. Well, let's see how Canada bounces back. 11:25 gone here in the second. 3-2 now, Slovakia. In a very tense matchup in this key U18 division game. Canada defeated the United States yesterday in overtime 4-3, so they got 2 points. The United States had defeated the Czech Republic in regular time, so they got 3 points. And the United States ending up with the 1 point for going to overtime as a topped around robin for now. Slovakia gains the line. Slovakia's shot goes off of a foot, bounced up over the net, behind the boards. Players are getting a lot more physical now. Certainly can hear the players going into the boards as another shot goes wide. Wraparound attempt. I don't think Much saw that. Looked like it hit the side of the net. Might have went off of a player's foot as Canada is able to gain control. High toss, however, referee blows the whistle. Looks like it went up into the rafters and hit some of the wiring of the lights here. So both teams making changes. 12:26 gone in the second period, so 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. In the second period, Slovakia leading 3-2. All 3 goals have come on power plays. 1 Canadian goal came on a power play. Their first goal was at even strength. Referee ready to make the drop. Players are lined up. Referee talking with both centermen here. Some discussion about stick placement. Referee still discussing. Now the Canadian player puts the stick down. Slovak matches. Slovakia wins the draw to the point. Quick wrist shot. Hits a body in front. Oh, Slovakia had a good opportunity there as that ball went off of a body onto the stick of the Slovak forward, but Much was in great position there. A huge stop to keep this a one-goal game. As Demchak for Slovakia had a great opportunity there. So players getting lined up for the draw here. 12:35 gone by in the second period. 3-2 Slovakia. Quick one-timer shot goes wide. Not covered by Much. He let it roll off of his stick back to his defense. Circled back behind the net. Scott had tossed it up to his forward. Let's see who's carrying it across the line there for Canada. That's number 10, Brandon Osborne. He's got some wheels. Canada tried to circle it in front as Crosby was standing there off to the side of Sebastian. Saved there by Sebastian. Loose puck. It looked like the Slovak player had a good stick lift there on the Canadian player to prevent him from getting a second opportunity on that rebound. And we have a whistle. Looks like we're going to get matching minors here. 91 Crosby for Canada and 77 Faranik for Slovakia. So it looks like a hook on Canada and then a retaliatory slash on the Slovaks. So both teams are going to make changes here. It's going to be 4-on-4. There's 13:17 elapsed in the second period, 3-2 Slovakia. So we're going to have 4-on-4 for the remainder of this period. There's 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining in the second. So a gentle reminder for those good North American fans watching at home, they do run the clock opposite to how it's done in North America. So 15-minute periods, you see 13:17 on the clock. That's how much time has elapsed, meaning there's 1 minute and 43 remaining. So 4-on-4, set for the draw. Canada wins it, back behind the net. Rotundi and Goretzky. Played catch there, now it's Rotundi. He's gonna walk it up. He has number 44, Sukin, immediately to me, out in front, but played it to his partner Goretzky. Slovakia picks up the ball, dumps it out, tries to get it clear. They do gain the line. That's one of the goal scorers, Pavel Sech, who showed some wheels there. Over to the defense. Number 21, long shot by Botka, but easily handled and seen the whole way by Nicholas Much. Chipped in by Canada, picked up by the Slovak defense. Last minute to play in the period here, as it's 4-on-4. And we're gonna get a call against the Canadians. So Canada's furious right now at the officials. They don't believe that that was any type of call that should have been made, but the referee has his arm up. They're going to be shorthanded. So 14 minutes and 30 seconds has gone by. There's 30 seconds left in the period. And the referee just yelled it out loud. Number 44, interference. So I can tell you that the Canadian coaches are not happy. That's Reeves Sakut going off 2 minutes for interference. So Slovakia is having a little powwow on their bench about what they want to do in the last 30 seconds here. The Canadian coach is asked to speak to the referee. Referee's still having a discussion with the Canadian coach directly to my left. And this happens a lot in hockey. Coaches often talk to referees. This is nothing unusual. You see it in the NHL all the time. And at World Championship level affairs, coaches have frequently asked for discussions with referees to understand the logic behind some of the calls so that they can relay that information to the players. And that's good coaching. That's what coaches are supposed to do. When they see how a referee, or pardon me, a pair of referees is calling a game, they need to make sure that the players are aware that this is the type of tempo and pace that the referees are going to set for this game. And these coaches can then relay that information to players so that they don't commit unnecessary and needless penalties. And that's just good coaching on the Canadians' part. So the referee is not going to have a discussion with the Slovakian head coach. He's in position, signaled to his partner, ready for the ball drop, 4-on-3. Clean win by the Slovaks. They've got 28 seconds to do something here. Let's see. Little pitch and catch, 17. Setting up for a one-timer, fakes it. 17 seconds left, long wrist shot, goes wide, nobody there in front. Slovaks playing pitch and catch, 10 seconds left. Still trying to get the one-timer set up. They're just not positioning. Canadians are doing a great job being in the lanes and creating traffic as the Slovakian player broke his stick. Canadians screaming for an unsportsmanlike call there as the Slovakian player threw his stick after he broke it. However, that is the end of the period. I did not see the referee's arms go up. You are not allowed to throw your stick. All right, so 3-2, end of the second period. Slovakia is up. No call there for the Slovaks of unsportsmanlike conduct for the player throwing his stick. The referee did come right over to the bench area in front of me where the Canadian coach was asking him why that wasn't a penalty, but the referee said nope, no call. Canada felt like the player threw his stick hard enough. It should have been unsportsmanlike because it is dangerous to throw your stick. Hockey players are coached at every level to drop their stick if it's broken, as these fiberglass sticks can become very sharp when they break. So 4 minutes remaining in the intermission. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris Pakanowitz. I'll be back at the start of the third here. 3-2 Slovaks. Second period intermission. Okay, we're back here in Liberec, Czech Republic for the start of the third period between Slovakia and Canada in the U18 round robin division. I was able to talk with the scorekeeper between periods. So Canada went up 1-0. Their first goal was scored by Corson McGuire. He was assisted by Hudson Smith. Slovakia tied in on a goal by Samuel Sizik, assisted by Simon Samanchik. Slovakia then took the lead. Vavrchak scored with an assist from Novoyaski and Sech. Canada tied it up. Lucas Hansen from Matteo Rotondi and Reeves Sukut. And then the last goal Slovakia scored to take the lead was scored by Matej Zajak, and he was assisted by Michael Faranek. So 28 seconds has elapsed here in the third period. The Slovaks are leading 3-2. They are on the man advantage. There's 50 seconds remaining as the ball goes down deep behind the Canadian netminder Much. And now we're going to get a penalty here, it looks like, against Slovakia. Let's see what the call is. Holding. So Slovakia negates their man advantage. We'll have 44 seconds of 4-on-4 action. So 2 minutes for holding. And then Canada will be on the power play for 1 minute and 20 seconds. 49 seconds has elapsed here in the third period. It's 3-2 Slovakia. All three Slovak goals have come on the power play, with Matej Zajak being the last Slovak player to score. So if this score stands, that would end up being the game-winning goal. It'll be interesting to see how Canada reacts here. They have spent quite a bit of time being short-handed in the latter half of that last period. So with them going to have 1 minute and 20 seconds of their own man advantage, I'm curious to see if they can muster up some good looks at the net as the ball is dumped in down low. Canada gains control. Run up along the boards, dumped in deep. Going to be intercepted by Sancharak for Slovakia. Brandon Osborne picks it up over to his defenseman. That's Campbell. Campbell rifles it across the course of McGuire. However, that was intercepted by a Slovak player. Canada looking to regain the line. They still have not gained the line. Now they have. So now Canada is on the man advantage. I see Rotondi's out. He's not out with his partner Goretzky. And those two have been quarterbacking the Canadian power play. So Slovakia is going to get a fresh set of legs here. Canadian player is also calling for some changes. Looks like Hansen went out, number 28, and there's Goretzky now with the ball. So Canada's got their primary power play unit out as Goretzky dumps it in down low. Checked in by Hansen, and we're going to get another penalty for boarding this time. Not sure what the discussion is about there. I don't see any injured player. The referees are having a little powwow. So, boarding call there on Slovakia. They're talking about a 5-minute penalty. Let me take the headset off and see. Okay. All right, so they gave the Slovak player 2 minutes along with a 10-minute game misconduct for boarding. So another Slovak player will go in to serve that penalty. So Canada has a 5-on-3 for 39 seconds. 2 minutes and 10 seconds have gone by in the third period. This is a golden opportunity for the Canadians to tie up this game as they trail 3-2. So, a bit of discussion there between the Canadian coaches and the referees. They were clamoring for a 5-minute for injuring the player, as it looks like the player did get pushed pretty hard into the boards. That was Hansen that got shoved into the boards. So let's see what Canada does here. 5-on-3. Rotundi and Gretzky quarterback in this power play. Gretzky with it, being patient. Good stick right there by the Slovak player. Can he get it clear? He cannot. Over to Rotundi. Rotundi being patient. Has a look at the net. Shot wide. Rebound. Bounced over the Canadian player's stick. Over to Gretzky. Gretzky down low. Great stick work there by the Slovak player to intercept that. They're going to get a set of fresh legs out there. As Canada looks to regain the line. They do. It's 5-on-4. So Canada has 1 minute and 5 seconds left on this man advantage. Can they tie this game? They're down 3-2. Walks it in down low. Shot. Good save there. As the Slovakian netminder was in position down into the butterfly. That's Sebastian, who's in net. We get a whistle now. I'm not sure what happened, but Sebastian has his helmet off. The referee's over there talking to him. He went down and made what looked like a routine butterfly save. I didn't see anybody whack at him, but the referee is down there talking to him. Canadian player Hudson Smith asking for an explanation as to what's going on. Referee pointing towards center floor. Canada's trying to argue something here. I don't know what it is. And I don't know what happened with Sebastian. But we're going to get a draw here just outside the blue line. Hudson Smith taking the draw for Canada. He's got Cole Cooksey to his right. Behind him on defense, Brandon Osborne. That's Osborne with the ball. Dumps it in down low. Cooksey giving chase, but he loses that foot race and it's cleared out by Slovakia. 40 seconds left in the man advantage as Campbell picks it up for Canada. Cross floor pass to Osborne. Osborne going to try and gain the line. Dumps it in, intercepted by Slovakia. Kept in at the line by Cooksey. Cooksey over to number 7. Shot goes wide. And it's poked out along the boards. Good smart hockey there by one of the Slovakian goal scorers, Samuel Sisek, who scored Slovakia's first goal. Canada gains the line. 8 seconds left on the man advantage. Slovakia cannot get a clear here. Is Canada going to get a look at the net? Long wrist shot. Absolutely no chance for a rebound there, as Sebastian put his waffle and his trapper over it. 2 seconds left in the man advantage, so if Canada can get a clean win off the draw here, they may have time to do something. Two Slovakian players talking strategy out there before they take the draw. So Slovakia gets the clear, and that is not a flooring call because they were technically still on the power play. Canada with the ball. Dumps it in across the blue. There, it's going to be immediately gloved by Sebastian, and his helmet rolls off. I think it just rolled off of his head. There's no discussion here that anybody was pushed into the netminder. So Sebastian regathers himself, set up for the draw here. 4:27 elapsed in the third. 3-2 Slovakia. Slovakia with a dump out. That's Demchak giving chase. He wins that foot race. Down around the boards. Canada intercepts. Slovakia was trying to get a one-timer set up there from behind in the office. However, the ball was shot a little too hard, bounced over the forward stick. But it's corralled behind the net by Faranek. Faranek being patient. Long lob pass out, but a little too far. And that's going to end up in a flooring call. The face-off will go down deep. the right of the Slovakia netminder Sebastian. Five minutes elapsed here in the third period, 3-2 Slovakia. 10 minutes remaining in the period. Face off down deep to the right of Sebastian after flooring on Slovakia. Face off one to the boards by Canada, intercepted by Slovakia. They pick it up along the boards, try to get it out deep, but that's going to be a hand pass if Canada touches it. So they're patient, they wait. Slovakia picks it up. Defenseman gives it over to his partner. He's going to rifle it up along the boards, try and get out. Good keep in there by Canada. One-timer by number 26, Viano, went well wide. Looks like the ball curved off the stick a little too much. So here's Palermo with it. Wrist shot, deflected in front, bounces behind the net to the right of Sebastian. Ball trickles out in front, went off of the player's foot onto the stick of the Slovak. So they gain the line here. Canada intercepts. They don't have numbers as Slovakia just made a change. But here he comes screaming down the wing. Oh, what a save by Sebastian! Oh, goodness gracious. Flashing leather out there. That is going to be a highlight reel save. So that was Joseph Lievs who let go of that vicious wrister that was gloved up out of the air by Sebastian to keep his team in front, 3-2. Face off one back, long shot, blocked in front. Slovakia potentially with numbers. However, they go for the dump in. Stick to side by Much. Picked up by Rotondi. Rotondi behind the net. Canada going to try and get their breakout going. Dumped up along the boards. Chipped up ahead. Canada has a player streaking towards the net, all alone. Shot, oh, went off of a stick as Canada was unable to get the ball to the stick of number 16, Corson McGuire, who scored Canada's first goal. And we're getting a high stick call here, looks like against Canada. Not a penalty, just they touched the ball with a high stick. Well, that would have been a really good opportunity for Canada to knock this one up at 3, as McGuire had all the net to himself. But, folks, sometimes you just got to get bounces in these games. And unfortunately for Canada, they did not get a good bounce there. So Slovakia still in front here, 3-2. 6:25 gone by in the third period. Canada, long shot, butterfly save by Sebastian. That shot was off the stick of number 16, Corson McGuire. Slovakia with the ball now, trying to get something going here as Canada has controlled most of the tempo in this third because of the penalties the Slovaks have taken. Slovakia needs to get something going here. They've got to stop letting Canada control the tempo and the pace and getting quality opportunities at the net. And there's a mistake by the Slovakian defenseman as he whiffed on the outlet pass. However, the Canadian player makes a mental mistake there and turns the ball over. But immediately Slovakia turns it back over. So both teams making some unforced mental errors here in the neutral zone as the ball ultimately is poked back into Canada's zone. Canada gains the zone. They made some changes and got fresh legs. I see Osborne and Cooksey coming out. Slovakia patient behind the net as they just sent Mario Polak out onto the floor with a set of fresh legs for them. Ball shot well wide, rolls around behind the net, picked up by Slovakia, can't get the clear. Kept in. This is Hansen with it, number 28. Hansen trying to make a move. Good defense there by the Slovaks as they collapsed down and eliminated his passing lanes. Still a battle there to the left of Sebastian. Slovakia wins that battle. They're going to try to advance it. Out. They do. Great back check there by number 92 as we're going to get a penalty. This is going to be against Canada. Slovaks still with the ball. Slovakia still has it. Canada has not gained possession. They have an empty net, and now we're going to get a whistle here. Hooking. So 2 minutes on Canada for hooking. Looks like a heated exchange there between the Slovak player that got hooked and one of the Canadians. So that was number 15, Mario Polak, that took the hooking for Canada. Canadian coaching staff clearly not happy with the officiating in this game. Can't hear what they're saying, but there's certainly been a lot of yelling. All right, Slovakia on the man advantage. 8:32 gone by here in the third. Chance for Slovaks to go up by 2. Canada has controlled really the tempo and the pace here in the third period. So Slovakia has had maybe one really good look at the net and just a couple of shots. So the Canadian netminder has not seen a lot of action here in the third period, Nicholas Much. So he's going to need to be on his game here to keep his team in this as they trail 1 to the Slovaks. Slovakia with it. Oh, what a save by Much! My word, Much stacking the right pad out there to shut the door on a great feed from Slovakia. That's the type of goaltending you need to win medals at these tournaments, folks. And Much is absolutely on point there. He read that play the whole way, and I'm sure the Slovak player is going to be kicking himself tonight for not going top shelf as Much flashed his right pad out there and shut the door. So 1 minute and 5 left on the Canadian penalty. They are going to get a clear here as it's lobbed out. Slovakia corrals it up. Back behind the net. They're going to get a full change here, set of fresh legs. With 50 seconds left on the man advantage. Dumping, waffled aside by Much to his right. Slovakia picks it up. Looks like they're going to try and get it back to the point to get set up. They do. Over to 17, Semanchik. Down to number 19, Sizik. He's a goal scorer for Slovakia. Ball kicked out in front, shot blocked by the Canadian defenseman. Great block there, sacrificing the body. Ball never got through to Much. 20 seconds left in the man advantage for Slovakia. Good block on the blue line there. Slovakia has not gained the line. They do now. Over to the quarterback. That's Sizik. Semanchik. Long shot, seen the whole way by Much, stick to side, and that's it. Canada successfully kills the penalty. So we're back even, still a 1-goal game. Long shot, blocked in front, down by the Canadian defenseman. Foot race, won by the Slovaks. He'll go back behind the net, looking to make an outlet pass here. Instead, plays it to his partner. Right back to him. Now they get the outlet pass going. Dumped up. However, nope, the referee's wave off ice, off flooring, but we are going to get a penalty here. Let's see what the call is. Holding against Slovakia, so Canada's going to go on the power play. Chance now for the Canadians to knot this game up at 3. Referee giving an explanation to the Slovakian captain about why that was a hold. So Vavracek, the captain, gets an explanation on the holding there from the referee. Vavracek, one of the Slovakian goal scorers. So in terms of scoring, to give you a recap here, the scoring was opened in the first period by Corson McGuire, assisted by Hudson Smith. Slovakia then tied it up. Samuel Sizik, assisted by Simon Semanchik. Slovakia went up. Patrick Vavracek scored, assisted by Novoyaski and Sech. Then Canada tied it up. Lucas Hansen with an assist from Reeves and Cook and Matteo Rotondi. And then Slovakia took the lead. Matej Zajac, assisted by Mikhail Paranek. Let's see if Canada can get something going here. As just less than 4 minutes remaining in a very tense U18 junior division matchup between Canada and Slovakia, with Slovakia leading 3-2 in the third period. Slovakia turned around, tried to get it clear. They're unable to. Hard battle down deep, a lot of banging along the boards, picked up by Canada. Over to Goretzky. Ian Rotondi will be quarterback in the power play here. Canada looking to be patient with it. That was Cole Reich who tried to make a cross-floor pass, but the ball went off the Slovak player's stick, and now it's poked up out of the zone. Canada regrouping almost at the halfway point with a man advantage. Goretzky dumps it in. Canada gains the zone. Picked up by Slovakia. Fire it out all the way around. Huge is going to let that one go as the shot had a lot of mustard on it. It's going to go all the way up to Goretzky. He gains the zone. Slovakia made a couple of quick changes there. They got 2 sets of fresh legs. Goretzky, patient with it. One-timer. Oh, great pass save there. Oh, what a stop! Not sure how the Slovakian netminder Sebastian got a pad there. From my vantage point, that shot looked like it was going in. At the last second, Sebastian got his left leg out there to stop it. Canada with an absolute golden opportunity to knock this game up at 3 apiece, but Sebastian said, no sir, not today. Referee has his hand up, waiting for the teams to finish making changes. And we're all set, ready for the ball drop. 38 seconds left in the man advantage for Canada. They trail 3-2 here in the third period. Battled down deep along the boards, still battling. Ultimately picked up by Canada. Wrist shot goes in. Handed a side shot, oh, over the net! On a very good looking one-timer from Canada. That was Reeves the foot who shot it up over the net. Great feed there. As Sukut missed his opportunity to tie this game at 3. So this penalty is going to be over in 5 seconds. If Slovakia can get the clear here, and nope, they can't. Great keeping there at the point by Osborne. Knocked down in front. One-timer goes well wide. That was the goal. One of the goal scorers for Canada, Hansen, on the one-timer who shot that wide. Osborne with it down to Hansen. Hansen, the captain, misfeed over to Osborne. Now Slovakia gives chase. That's Novojavsky who was given chase, but Canada won. So a minute and a half, Canada has an empty net. It'll be 6 on 5. Let's see what they can do. Down 3-2. Here's Osborne, long clapper from the point, goes off of a foot wide into the corner. Hansen trying to get set up for the one-timer. He's not. Osborne again, blocked by Slovakia. The ball is kept in. Good keeping there by Osborne. Canada one-timer. Oh, what a stop! Sebastian again flashes his right pad. Canada stonewalled twice here late in the third by Sebastian. Shot. Butterfly save by Sebastian. And we're going to get a penalty here. Let's see what the call is. It's against Slovakia. Wow. High drama here in Liberec as Slovakia takes a late penalty while trying to protect a 1-goal lead. So Canada's got to have 6 on 4 for the last 50 seconds of this game. The Slovakian coach had given some instructions to his penalty killers here. Boy, this is going to be tense. 50 seconds left. Canada wins the draw. One-timer shot goes off of a foot wide. Osborne, long shot from the point, goes over the net, and ultimately Sebastian falls down on it. So there is 38 seconds left in the game. Canada, 6 on 4. Empty net. Slovakia clinging to a 1-goal lead. Face-off won by Slovakia. They're going to look to get it clear here. Is that ball going towards the net? No, just misses by about 6 inches. Almost the icing there for Slovakia. 25 seconds left in the game. Canada gains the line. They still have the line. However, that was backhanded up into the mesh netting. 20 seconds left in the game. The face-off is going to be outside the zone. 6-on-4 for Canada. As there was a Slovak player who took a late penalty. I believe holding. All right, the face-off center floor. Won by Canada. Slovakia just going to try and eat this. Ball goes off of a foot. Canada desperately trying to gain his own. They do. They have numbers here. 10 seconds left. Drop pass. Shot wide over the net. Up into the netting. Off of a glove. And the referee blows it dead. Looks like they blew the play dead because the initial save went up off of the netting. Sebastian had tried to glove that. And it looked like the ball went off the top of his glove up into the netting. So 5 seconds left. The face-off is going to be, I believe, to the right of Sebastian. Canada head coach yelling instructions about what to do. So no, the face-off will be to the left of Sebastian. 5 seconds left here. The Slovaks banging on the bench. Can they kill this? Face-off won by the Slovaks into the corner. And that's going to do it. Slovakia takes it 3-2 over Canada. And now we have extracurricular activities after this. The Slovakian team has several players ganging up on Canada. And now the referees are trying to gain control. Canadian coach asking his team for restraint, as is the Slovakian head coach. Not sure what led to this. However, the curricular activities are still going on. This is not a good look for either team. We've already had disciplinary action handed out by the ISBHF, and now the Canadian coach is talking to the Slovaks about what's going on. Slovaks yelling back at Canada. There's a Slovakian player down on the floor. That is ISBHF referee-in-chief Michael Wabi, who's talking to Canada, trying to separate them. And Slovakia now cheering. So the referees had some assistance in trying to regain control of this, as referee-in-chief Michael Wabi did a great job bringing some extra hands out onto the floor from the ISBHF to make sure that this turn did not turn into something that I'm sure neither team would want to see, and certainly for you fans at home, nobody wants to see bad intentions out on the floor. But again, these are young gentlemen. Some of them are still kids. It's the U18 division. It's a tense game. Canada and Slovakia have a long history. They are two of the heavyweights in this division. So glad that referee-in-chief Michael Wabi and his assistants were able to regain control. Final score, Slovakia 3-2. I'm going to hang on the line here for a minute to get you players of the game. Player of the game for Canada, no surprise there, it's the netminder. I mean, in that third period, Much made two absolutely critical saves to keep this a one-goal affair. And both of those goals, goal attempts, I had a really good look at. And by all counts, Much stood on his head. For Slovakia, player of the game is number 13, Radoslav Zamborski. So that's going to do it, folks. Final score, Slovakia 3, Canada 2. Slovakia gets the 3 points. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris Pekanovic. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back to call the women's under-21 game between the United States and Canada, which is at 11 a.m. local check time. Be sure to tune in for that one. Thanks.